just opening up a little bit. That's it. I want you to get to know me a little more. And that is one of the things that it is very difficult when you are living alone in a foreign country where you don't have any people to pour into you or pour with you. It can get very hard and it's very lonely. This is just me being honest. I really don't know. This is just open and honest about my opinions about being the truth about being a solo Christian girl living in another country. Like, it be like that sometimes. Hello! I'm sitting in the passenger side of my car. The driver's seat is right there. To give a little, room also because all you could see was the steering wheel. But I'm doing kind of a little bit of a different video than the usual. It's not a vlog. It's not let's rank my Instagram. It's kind of like a more deeper, open of a vlog or video. I briefly talked about my religion and my relationship with God in my tattoo video. I live in Japan. In case you're new to this channel, my name is Amanda or Mandy Mo, and I live in Japan. I've lived here for about a year and a half now. I just kind of wanted to talk about the stuff people don't talk about, or maybe they do. I don't know. And how hard it truly can be at times to not to be a Christian, because it's that for me is not the difficult part. The difficult part is the loneliness or the feeling like I could be the only one when I know I'm not. When I know at my last place I lived in Nevada, I had those people. Sometimes you just need to get coffee with someone and talk about how good God has been or how good God has been for them. And it lifts you up and it makes you excited. Or sometimes you can open up about how you feel on a deeper level, because there's different levels. We're onions. But there's different levels to us. And I can only open up so much when God is not involved. Because he is in my soul. He is the core being of who I am. And if a person doesn't relate to that, I'm not going to outwardly reveal that to them. I'm not going to show them my soul so they can dampen my fire. And it's not that I'm keeping it from them, because I still love on them and I still show them Christ-like behavior, and I still do my best to treat them kindly, openly, open-mindedly, lovingly, helpfully, as we are to. You can only pour so much into people. And it's not that I need someone to pour back, because God can pour back into me, but it's that human level. I can look at someone and be like, yo, what's back with God? You know what I mean? No, what's God been doing in your life? It's nice when, at work sometimes, they will be like, oh, Christians. All Christians want to do is preach. That's all they ever want to do. All they want to do is tell you you're going to hell. And then I'm literally at the computer. They're like, how could they believe in someone who loves them so much? It doesn't even make sense. How can they believe that? And I'm just like this at the computer. And I'm like, I've never said that to you. I have never preached to you. I have never done anything but loved you, and I know you're not saying anything to me. You are just outward about your opinion, and you can only, as me, I can only hear that so much. Before, it doesn't hinder me. It just makes me sad. Not sad towards them. It just makes me sad. The only thing I can relate it to is if you really liked a movie and you were the only one who liked that movie and everyone hated it. And it's not that you would be too scared to talk about that movie because you are passionate about that movie, but it's not even worth. One, work is not the place to be talking about religion. You can love on people, but work is not the place to be expressing that. I mean, where I work is not the place. You know, I'm sure that's a controversial thought, but my actions and my love alone should cause the curiosity in others to be like, why are you different? Why are you the only one who's helping me? Why are you, etc., etc.? And that's when I can be like, well, this is how God wants me to act. This is how I show my love in God. It just gets disheartening, and that's really the honest truth, is when you're surrounded by people who constantly spit on your thoughts. It's like, you know what? I've said nothing to deserve you spitting on my thoughts. And sure, I could be like, hey, knock it off. Like, literally, what have I, like, I could outwardly say it, like, hey, what have I ever done to cause you to think this? Like, if I haven't done it, then you cannot say all Christians are like this, because I have not done it, thus negating the all portion of it. But I mean, that is one of the things that it is very difficult when you are living alone in a foreign country where you don't have any, you know, any people to pour into you or pour with you. It can get very hard, and it's not, I don't know how to stress that my faith isn't the thing that gets hard. It's my heart, my faith still up here. But what's down here is my heart, my fire. My fire might be a low burn instead of a roaring rumble, because I have no one to inspire me. I have no one to lead me or walk with me. You know, it's very lonely. And yes, back to, there are a couple churches in this area. When it gets down to the honest truth, I found the church I wanted to test out almost a year ago, July. And I asked my boyfriend if he wanted to go, and he was open to the idea, but we never went. And then he left in January. And my biggest fear is, if I go to this church, what if it's the greatest church I've ever been to, and I robbed him of that opportunity to go to a place full of hope and love and joyfulness and community, and I robbed him of a good experience because I was scared he'd reject it, you know? I think that's the biggest thing holding me back from going to this church, is the fear that I single-handedly robbed someone of an amazing experience. So I'm getting past that wall. And you don't need to go to church to be a Christian. You don't need to go to church to love God. The reason we have church, that I've learned, it took me a long time, it's a place for people to love on us. It's a place for us to, it's like home base. But anyway, you should go to church because it's like going to college to learn something that you want to learn. Like me going to college to learn about like video editing. Like, how much more would that impact my YouTube videos if I was actively in a class where I was forced to learn about transitions, sounds, you know, how to B-roll, how to film something? Could I do it on my own? Yes. Could I learn it on my own? Yes. But how much harder is that going to be when I don't have amazing teachers in front of me, you know what I mean, leading me and with me every step of the way? And that's what church is supposed to be. It is supposed to be that place of leaders leading you. So that's why I need to go back to church, because I need to learn, boy. No, I want to learn. It's a need. I need to. But it's not like, and I'm going to hell because I don't. It's, I need to survive. I need to breathe. Drama! But you know what I mean, I think. So overall, it can get lonely being a Christian living in a foreign country, I feel as if I didn't hit the point I was trying to make. I feel lonely due to being away from my old community and thrust into a new one. I have no boat connections, and due to most people obviously speaking Japanese, there is a huge language barrier, and I've not learned to cross that yet. It is lonely because I don't have the support system. It is lonely because I make it hard on myself and make my relationship just Godanize, and I don't branch out and use others as a support system. I bring upon my own loneliness, a hurdle I am by making this video, trying to get past. And I'm so fortunate that I live in a foreign country that openly also are Christian as well. So I'm very fortunate in that. It's not I don't live in a country currently that damns Christianity or kills people who are Christian, but it's still hard. And then there's guilt. And there's a continuous added guilt that I'm not doing anything. I'm actively not trying to get closer to God. There's an added guilt to that, because if I'm not going to church, then how am I going to get closer to God? How am I going to learn more if I'm not reading my Bible? I mean, I can read it on my own, but I'm not doing that. You know, I'm doing all this to myself, and it's hard. I can feel it. I can feel when I'm not connecting with God. Like, I can feel when I'm not worshiping, and people are like, I don't like worship. Worship is so cringe. Worship is the most beautiful thing I have ever experienced. Worship is my favorite part of relationship with God, and maybe it is because I do like singing, but my best worship is when I am singing like kind of like this, like under my breath, very low, like Spirit lead me where my trust is, very low, like even that just kind of made me excited, and I could feel God, and God feels like I drank just a giant pot of coffee. This is what it feels like. And we're headed to Disneyland. Like, that is what God feels like. God feels like an immense amount of excitement. So picture an ungodly amount of excitement. Or would it be godly amount of excitement? And then take out any anxiety. Because sometimes coffee causes me to be anxious. But take out any anxiety, any fear, anything that you could be worried about. Rip all that out. And that's what it feels like to worship. And I know I need to worship when I'm driving in to go work out. Usually I do it when I'm heading in to work out, because they don't have, I used to have the radio on all the time, just Christian music. That's what I always had on. I'm one of those girls, okay? Christian music girl. And it was Air One is what I love to listen to. They're more geared towards our age a little bit, and I highly recommend it. I miss it so much. I don't have it here, and I can't figure out how to get it here in Japan, but I know I need to start listening to worship music when I'm driving into the gym, and I literally think, no, I don't want to put worship music on right now. Like, no, I don't want to worship. No, I don't want to listen to God music. No, I don't want to listen to music. If I'm going to listen to music, I'd like it to be Christian music. Just because I know not Christian music can get inside my head a little bit, and up for debate, but not here. Debate it somewhere else. For me, if I'm listening to songs about sex, that is what I'm going to be thinking about, because that is what is being poured into me. So if I'm going to listen to music, I prefer it to be Christian music. Anyway, oh my gosh, what a tangent. When I feel myself thinking I don't want to listen to worship music, that is when I know I need to listen to worship music. Something's not right up in here and in here. Like, something's like not aligning correctly. Like, let me listen to my music, and it's so insane. I listen to like 3 words, and this is me. Boop. Just soul aligned. Just straight arrow, soul aligned. So, I don't know why I was talking about that. But now you know. This is just me being honest. I really don't know. This is just open and honest about my opinions about being the truth about being a solo Christian girl living in another country. Like, it be like that sometimes. And I'm not here to inspire or try to put a fire under anyone else. I'm more just here so that you can get to know a little bit more about me and a little bit more about... I'm opening up that onion to you right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm letting you see my God. This is me. I'm just opening up a little bit. That's it. I want you to get to know me a little more, and I would love to get to know you guys. If you want to comment any of your thoughts, and we can just pour into each other, you know? I pour into you, you pour into me, we can be a support system, and then I will eventually find a church. I will get past that wall. But if you live in Japan, hey, tell me some good churches that you love. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a beautiful day. My Emma Chamberlain video, the one of me editing like Emma Chamberlain, is going live today. I'm really excited. It's literally been sitting in my inbox or the scheduled box for a week. I had it edited and done like on day 2. I'm super nervous to see how that one goes. I hope it goes well. Bye!